Hey everyone, Joe here on channel G Squared. Today I got a little bit of an experience for you guys. So this is Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. I played a little bit of this actually like last night, just so I could get a good feel of what this game is before I actually record what the hell is going on. To be honest with you, you should put on headphones for this because there is a lot of audio going on in the background, and it is pretty amazing on how much stuff is going on in the background. I mean, this game messes with you. It kind of messes with your head because you're hearing voices all the damn time. To give you like a little taste, I'm actually not going to be. I'll show you the intro, and then I'll be back for after that.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she turn back? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already done. I feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
Hell high.
You see it too?
You promised you gave you.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's them. They're here.
Can you see that?
Look around and you'll see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
Can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper. What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Okay, so now that we got past the opening segment, you can see this game is kind of is different. Hopefully, you guys are hearing everything that I just heard. This game is it's interesting. One of the issues I'm concerned about is that it was when I was playing it on my own. I believe if you die a certain number of times, I think the game like it might reset. So therefore, like, I have to start all over, which is a concern because I do not want to do that. I mean, I will, but it's quite annoying if that's the case. Besides that, this is a pretty cool experience. Like from what I read, they did good research on I think people with psychosis. I think that's what it is. and you know what and all that cool stuff that we're gonna be experiencing. So let's get going. How do I run? There we go.
Focus.
All right, let's see what this pillar is.
Closer. Look.
Do not forget my stories, Senua.
She needs to.
Because your
I think I could
darkness
walk, right?
comes from hell, and your fate lies there.
Yeah, okay, cool, I could walk.
They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hell's Gate. But gods and the living this
Oh, it goes away? What the hell?
and dawn through deep, dark
I've,
valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you
that's
will
weird.
follow
I
the
actually
path.
never have gone backwards
You will
before.
find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Yeah, these voices get more. They seem like they get hostile when I go back. Which is interesting. In case you're wondering, she's carrying a head. I don't know if you saw breathing in the opening segment. Oh my God, this is insane. So much noise.
Darkness is coming. Yearns,
Yeah, I know. Jesus. Okay.
hungers for it.
So yeah, so she's carrying a head. I don't know whose head that is, but I do know on occasion it actually does. It does breathe, which is weird. I don't know if that's just what's in her head or if that's literally it breathing. From my understanding is that a lot of the stuff that's happening is actually just in her head. So we'll see how that goes.
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
Here he goes. I think I start breathing right now. Yeah, there we go. That's super weird.
I hear you.
There's no doubt about it. The source of the darkness is in Helheim. And the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
Oh, there you go. That's the head. Is Dillian. I don't know who I am, because at times she will interact with us or with me. So I'm assuming I'm just following her in her story, which is weird because there aren't that many games where you're not actually playing as the main character. You're kind of just following her. There is battling in this game, which will happen in a little bit, but I haven't gone any further than that. And this game,
Let's see, shall we?
this game looks and sounds amazing. So let's see what this tablet has to say.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim, and that is where you must travel.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to the land of the dead. It's always a good sign when you go to the land of the dead. God, these voices just they are just too much sometimes, you know. Like it feels overwhelming at how much is actually hearing and how much like everyone else is hearing. and it's quite interesting because people actually go through all this every day.
Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
God, it's so weird.
It's going to hurt you.
Oh, yeah, so I don't know.
I'm not one of them. Don't listen. I was just hiding. Find I live longer that way.
Where is he?
The bastards catch me again. Never! Who are you? It's just a memory.
Drew? Stay around.
They call me liar. An old fool. Drew is my tree.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
So I think I actually acquire like another voice inside my head. I'm gonna actually, after this cutscene, I'm gonna see if there's subtitles I can turn on.
Gates to hell. Focus your inner eye.
Alright, 1 second.
You too.
Subtitles. There we go. Now I get to read all the voices.
What's hidden in plain sight.
Okay, so I believe what you're supposed to do is supposed to stare at this.
See what?
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
And then I have to go search around for it, right? Yeah. I believe it's over here.
It's near. Look towards the gate. And the gate will open.
There you go. That's the first door.
The gate is open. Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the gate? Where will it take you? It works.
Okay. So the good thing is that it doesn't actually
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell.
yeah, it doesn't do all the voices, which is good,
Learned
cuz
their ways.
the other voices.
You listen
Yeah, okay, cool.
when everyone else laughed. My people paid the heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
This guy is angry. Alright, let's see here. You gotta climb, right?
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights.
Whoa,
Stand on
don't
the
fall.
edge. Pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near. Waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish
Let's
things
see what this
away.
one is.
Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father
so much
cast her
dialogue
down
in
into
this game.
Helheim and gave her
It's
power
not a bad
over
thing,
those
'cause
who
it-
die of
it adds a lot
sickness,
to it.
age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed. And with her, you must bargain.
Okay. So I gotta go find Hela to go bring back Dillion to life. I guess that's the head. Is Dillion? Oh, good. The voices died. For now. Yeah, God, it's just, it feels like a wall of audio, if that makes any sense. Like, it's just a wall of sound all the time because of the voices. It's like when it's quiet, it sounds kind of weird. and I don't know, man. This game might end up fucking breaking me a little if that's the case.
Stay back. Look at it. You have
the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him.
These fucking voices, man.
Shh.
You know this game, it feels a lot like Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know. I hope you guys have played that game, because that game is by far one of the best PS2 games I ever played in my life. It looks like a PS3 game on a PS2 console, but it has a similar feel and a similar story, but with obviously different aspects of the game. You're trying to save someone who you love. God, it always freaks me out when she just stares at me.
You took him from me.
Yeah, see, she talks to us, which is weird.
I beg you. Let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
See, there it is. That's called the dark rot, and I believe once it reaches your head is when you get like a game over. And I believe it grows every time you die. And this is the other rot part, and it's where battle begins. See, I'm about to play. There we go. One's down. So this game is it's kind of hack and slashy. I don't know. Well, that was weird. Is it though? Alright, yeah, it's just hack and slashy for right now. I'm assuming when the bosses come around, there's gonna be some cool tactics involved. But right now, there is not. This is where it gets hard. Yeah, I can't kill these. At least I don't think I can. Yeah, I cannot kill these, it would appear. However, I'll see how long I can last. There we go. So I believe I'm supposed to die on that part, and then it'll tell me the it'll tell you everything as far as like game overs and whatnot. Gosh, she does not look good. Yeah, this game is very very freaky, because she breaks the fourth wall a lot, so she'll end up staring into the camera and interacting with us, which is very it's unsettling. I think that's the word.
Of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Man, this game just, there you go. The dark rot will grow each time you fail. If the route reaches Senua's head, her quest is over. I don't know why there's subtitles for subtitles. And all progress will be lost. See, that's the part that's unsettling. I don't know if that means that the game will be over and like I can't continue and have to start all over. Or if there's like checkpoints and whatnot.
Battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow. Whatever the cost.
He's not there.
So I guess I have to open that door.
Listen to me, Senua.
I'm assuming that's the door I have to open to beat the game.
Lies behind the gate to Helheim.
Helheim.
To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravn.
See, this is where it feels a lot like.
To open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
There you go. See, so this is where it feels a lot like Shadow of the Colossus, where I have to actually kill gods to get to the final ending or final part of the game. I'm gonna end it right there. That was just the intro of the game. The next episode we will start taking down the gods and hopefully not taking in any more voices, because if you have headphones on you could hear everything going on and it can be a lot. I don't know, I would love to play this game in surround sound, you know, without the headphones. That would fucking trip me out. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, just give me the good old thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be updated with this series and everything else we do in the future. And I'll see you guys next time.